So hello everyone, Myrmonden here. Welcome to my review of Princess Fairy Universe episode 3. This was a really nice episode. It had a good mix again, like last week, of comedy and drama, right? So I think it's a nice, very nice drama anime that I've had so far. The beginning was much more comedic, when you see the girls fighting, kind of like, you know, play fighting, and like, oh, it's your fault, and like, oh, you're not sexy enough, and that kind of stuff, right? And they're like, your suction plan failed, and yeah, those stuff. That was quite funny. Then we see, of course, the fourth girl arriving, and you can have some jokes with her and so on, right? And then it goes into more this drama thing, which is kind of like, oh, I never heard their friends, and she cries, and her dream, and so on. So I think generally it was a good episode, as with last week. And it kind of had the same feel to it too, so I guess it's kind of how anime is going to be, right? It's going to be comedy, and it's going to be some like serious moments. Maybe later on I could imagine that someone might almost die probably in the snow, in cold. Probably not going to die, but I can imagine that's going to be like that, right? So it might go from like comedy, and then it's like suddenly they're out in the snow, it's like, oh, so who will die? Yes, I think they're going to go back for between high tension drama and comedy for sure. This is episode 1 and 2 here, as episode here as well. Though. I feel like that. If we talk about episode in general, the whole storyline. So I mean, it's not the most innovative, unique storyline though. I'm not saying it's bad, but man, I've seen this storyline, maybe not so much an anime, I guess, in the defense somewhat, but I watch a lot of like, I like American like cops and law shows. So I watch a lot of like Law and Order, of course, Law and Order, and all the other shows like Chicago PD and so on, but also generally similar shows, right? Everything from like Judging Amy and so on. And it's kinda of a typical story there. Not saying it's like, oh, every season is like another, but definitely seen it before, right? With like a famous girl, and of course, based on real life, and that's some Hollywood actors or whatever, and she has no actual friends, and everyone's just abusing her and so on, right? For either money or fame and so on. So yeah, like of course, the story itself, it's very cliche though. I will have to say, I'll say it's necessarily, oh, this is bad, but I'll say, like, yeah, I've seen it times before, right? And also kind of the general thing too, that she's kind of like, you want to be my friend for weeks? Yeah, and that kind of thing too, to easily influence it by finally having some nice people, right? So that I also seen before. So, but I mean, I kind of liked it. But I will say this though, and I said this last week as well, I think it's kind of comedic though. It's kind of like, man, they're forcing the storyline though in a little weird way. Like last week when the third girl is like, I want to be friends no matter what. And they're like, okay, yeah. And here we go, like, we have to make our friends no matter what. So it's still that kind of thing. Like they're like, if we befriend her, she will be. No, I'm just kidding. A little bit though. I mean, they are much more naive, I guess, on the whole friendship thing. But that's obviously the way to get her. You just become a friend and she will do what you want, right? And it's kind of funny. Because, I mean, it works because they are doing it out of, there's no sinister motive, right? They're doing it out of being a kind of three bunch of weirdos. They kind of just attack her and be like, yeah, let's be friends because this thing, or more like, let's hang out for this thing and so on. And then automatically it turns into what they want, right? So they're kind of lucky their specific behavior works out for what they want, and so it kind of works. But, so from their perspective, I think it's fine. I have to say, as the main character, so yeah, she's just like hugging her ear because she's a hugger, right? And it's just like, and after she's lying at home, like, she hugged me and I've been hugged before. Oh my god, I'm my best friend. Is she my girlfriend now? Yeah, and you know, she's getting all these weird emotions for it because no one ever touched her before, right? And she's like, I just hugged her because I hug people, yeah. So of course the kind of weirdness works for them in their favor. But from her perspective, though, I would say it's a little weird, right? In a like a more bad way, in a way, I guess. From the famous girl, but she is like, I don't say she should dislike these girls, but they just like kind of go into her life and they kind of do stuff to her. She's like, they love me. It's a little weird how she's like so easily like influenced by them because no one ever talked to her before, pretty much. So she feels very, very, you know, very needy, right? In that sense, it's like she never had that friends, and it's clearly. I mean, it might stay, but I mean. It's really like that. She never had any friends or boyfriend or whatever, right? Never had any friends. She never had any love in her life. And as soon as three people show her like an inch of love, she's like, I will be with them forever. Yeah, it's kind of like that a little bit. It's a little bit like that. But last week also had another girl that's like, I will follow you to Antarctica. It's always they kind of stalker vibe, right? So they definitely have kind of like weird personality curves, every character. Then we see, of course, the like Antarctica girl. She's very much like she's super into going there, super brave in some sense, but then super afraid of like personal context on. So I mean, they all have their different scenarios. Yeah, and main character, of course, is Genki and Happy and so on. So they all have their like weird course, I guess. So kind of that is the anime. But I think generally it was. I mean, it kind of makes sense though in a way, in a little creepy way though. For me, honestly, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying like it makes sense in that creepy way because like yeah, she never had any friends at all. She has like one really bad memory of trying to make friends in high school, and after that she never had any friends. Never tried again really. And here these girls arrive and they're kind of weird and they're kind of pushy, and you kind of touch her. She's like, oh, you're touching me, I never touched you. And she's like, let's just go with the flow, yeah. And he kind of like kept forcing her in a way that is very easily manipulated. So they it feels like they are manipulating her though, but they're not like doing it on purpose. Like yeah, that they're manipulating her by being who they are, but not doing it in a malice. They're doing it accidentally, kind of right. Which is go with it though, yeah. So it's a little weird, but it works, I guess. One thing I want to say as well is that. I will say that the other girls, they kind of left the group, they started leaving like stashes or whatever. I would say they're good persons. They obviously were famous because he's famous and so on. But it felt a little weird though, that she didn't give him a chance. Or plot or maybe nitpicking it. Because she was like, oh, this one of all people kind of famous, or whatever. Never trusted them again. It's a little weird actually in the sense that, I mean, they might be really good people, but they're like out to knee reactions, like take a photo with me because you're famous. And then it might actually be really fun to hang out with. They might actually become really good friends if you give them a chance, right? So I think that she was a little low. Made the effort to have no friends because she was like, nope, like turn off right away. Yeah, she didn't give it like a day of chance because she had the message with them, right? And so on. Maybe a little bit. She didn't try to message. I know, but I felt that it's a little bit of that. I mean, yeah, I know she's famous, but she has to kind of. It's a little unrealistic for her to enter a new high school and thinking that, oh, I'm going to get like 10 new friends here, and none of them are ever going to talk about me being famous. They're probably very likely that all of them are going to ask, oh, you're the famous girl, before they can become your friend, right? So I think it's a little naive though, right? I have to say that. It was probably a little naive going in there thinking that, oh, I can be friends with anyone, or whatever, some people, and they won't even like, mention I'm famous. Of course, if you do that first, that is going to happen because you're famous, right? So I think that's a little bit naive though, in their defense, honestly. But that's a great episode. I'll see you if you can have a great day.